I said I was going to do a video after Season 4 drops, so I'm doing a video. I didn't have any expectations for this patch at all. Like everyone else, I thought it would be nothing. I felt like I was mentally beyond the point of expecting anything or wanting anything anymore, just in general with this game. But the negativity is like really infectious. The universal negativity that everyone is feeling and expressing about this update has gotten to me too. Like, there is a charm to a seasonal update, right? Like, hey, the game is going to be different. There's new stuff that you can check out. That's like a fun idea. And even though I thought that I wasn't expecting anything, maybe I kind of was. I don't know. So I feel pretty deflated right now. I'm doing my, like, Yasmin lab work. I'm pretty about it, whatever. I've done some of it. There wasn't a ton of lab work to do elsewhere in the change list. The only large increase of lab work available for a lab monster to tackle would be Kimberly's new triple bombs. I did some basics into it. I got like some basic B&Bs or whatever out of it, but Kimberly has always been kind of outside my main focus of my lab work, not really my purview. I have relatively few hours put into the character. I'm probably going to take a break from SF6 to play Avatar Legends, and maybe wait for this season's meta to kind of settle a little before coming back. I updated my Google Drive thing with all of my current work, including Yasmin's stuff. I think my lack of passion for this update, my defeatism, comes from a sense that I've spent the past year and a half to 2 years going nuts with lab work. I've barely played the game outside of labbing and practice, just personal practice. And the sense that my work is, good for anything or exists for any reason or is useful to anyone would require me to either use it myself in my own competitive drive or require the game to, have an ongoing sense of inspiration for other people to play it and thus be new and in need of my work to optimize their approaches, or be even interested in, whatever optimizations that I can manage from the game. But because the game does not change in a fundamental way in a balance sense or a system level or whatever, and also because there's no, I think my work in the game could yield interesting conversations at the very least, and that's all I kind of really, I guess, wanted from it, but there's nobody to have those conversations with. Nobody plays the game like this. Nobody's anyone who's interested in talking about the game, they're not really interested in talking about, the kind of work that I'm doing. And I have nothing new to say about how to approach it on a fundamental level. There's no system changes, there's no real, balance shakeups or anything that would change that other than just certain characters becoming more bullshit. So, I have nothing new to say about the state of the game itself. And since nobody's fucking hype to play this version of the game, I feel like my work is just sitting on the shelf, serving no one. So I'm going to take a break here, wait for the meta to develop in this new form, and whenever I come back, I'm going to come back playing real matches, not just doing lab work research. And if I am miserable when that happens, if I come back and I really hate playing actual matches and it makes me really, mentally ill to do so, then I guess that means I'm going to be spending a lot less time with the game until something new, comes out in it. I've talked to my Discord about my data-driven approach to my lab work and the sheer volume of man-hours that has gone into it, and that's put me in a weird spot for even starting to play the game competitively again, like a normal person. It's not so much that I feel rusty, that's not the same thing. I practice quite a lot, and I feel like my real skills are fairly sharp right now relative to whatever they've ever been. It's more like just a habit, I have over 4,000 hours in SF6, and probably 3,000 hours were just in the lab, if not more than that. And now, I don't even know what I want to do, how to play the game like a normal person anymore. I've never had a main in the game since maybe I played Zangief in the first year, and I have the most matches with him, but ever since I've been doing my documenting my lab work in the way that I'm doing, charting everything that there is to chart. I've practiced and developed muscle memory for almost every character in the cast. I can play everyone at like a basic functional level, and my brain is just so used now to viewing them in terms of just their numbers and functions, not their personality or playstyle or anything. Just compare and contrast between the tools that they have in isolation or in conjunction with each other. Now, in Street Fighter V, my main was Falk after she came out, and maining Falk was when my channel, my fucking YouTube channel, started to develop at all, really. Having passion for a single character motivated me to do a lot more lab work for that character specifically, and develop tech for her that nobody else was putting the work in to do for her. And I'm the total opposite in SF6. I know almost everything that there is to know about, well, I know almost everything in a functional sense about almost every character, aside from, like, matchup-specific interactions. And that makes it, ironically, harder to make content for my channel, because, like, what would I do? Explain everything for every character? Like, I could, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know where the appetite really is. There aren't that many characters in this game that I feel are complicated enough to warrant being a specialist for them, as a labber, at least. And that's not even really true, but that is how it feels. But the problem is I've never picked a fucking main to play in this game. So, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna play Avatar. I hear that that game's fun. When I come back, I'll probably look at the character landscape that's developed in the new meta. I might change my mind on this, but my thought, right now, was that Mai is still top 1, best in the game, even if stupid people think that she's weaker now because they don't understand the real implications of the patch notes. And if I want... My thought was that there's a couple of characters that I think are, like, stupid fucking busted in the game right now, based on reading and interpreting the patch notes. And I was just, I guess, kind of maybe planning on playing whichever character was underrepresented of the broken characters. So, if a lot of people drop Mai for, like, no reason, I was gonna just play Mai coming back. And if I want a large trough of, like, potential lab work to develop, maybe I might play Kimberly, because there's a lot to work with there. Although, for her specifically, I am much farther from having the experience or time investment for the character to have a good jumping off point, compared to, most of the rest of the cast. Or, I could do what I said I was going to do back when SF6 first came out at all, and just play Modern Lily. I don't know, I'm not sure. Anyways, before I haven't made SF6 content on the channel in, like, months, 6 months or more, but I have been working on it basically every single day. You just don't see it because it's all in my notes, which I only update on occasion. I did update them earlier today. But anyways, yeah. But before I, actually take a break from the game broadly, I intend to make, a couple videos, maybe one big video or a bunch of little videos that go over some of the fucking shit that I've worked on for the past 2 years. Explain how to use it, how to apply it, why it makes sense, that kind of thing. So, yeah. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.